Good morning. This is Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. And of course, the program replays it in its entirety on Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. and 24 hours a day on the internet. I guess that just kind of wraps it up.
That's all.
If you want to watch us, you have a cell phone that's connected to the internet, you can watch it. You have your computers, your iPads, just TV, whatever. So there's all kind of ways to watch the Bobby Dupre Show. And of course, you'll not only watch Bobby Dupre, you're going to watch Andrew Guitro, the sidekick on the program. And if I run out of voice, Andrew, just take over.
I brought extra voice this week.
You brought extra.
Brought extra back.
Starting this past Friday morning, I didn't realize, didn't get any phone calls, took my shower, dressed up, went to a place of business, went to Sonia's, and went to place my order, and nothing came out, no voice. And realized what had caused it. I had gone to the races the night before, and instead of sitting in my seating area, I sat with Mr. Joe Rink, and just the two of us that night. It was rather unusual. And he's always complaining about that as a vent over his table that really puts some cold air. In fact, he brings a little windbreaker, and most of the time he has a cap on. He even offered to go get me a cap. Well, I said no, and then every once in a while it would go off, and you'd kind of warm up, and then here it comes again. Anyhow, I've really hardly gone to the office. I went to church Sunday and went to the office, and that's about it. Very, very staying home, trying to not talk too much. So hopefully 1 hour of talking, but between the two of us, we can work it out.
We'll make it work. I'm confident.
And maybe I'm well. I'm not sure. I guess I should have gone and see Dr. Tate. And I don't think everybody says and get a shot. I don't think Dr. Tate likes the shots. I think.
I went to Dr. Bazil. I didn't get no shot, and here I sound so good this week. You just stick with me.
Yep. And I've been asked to go. I've been advised to go. And it just about that time they advised me, I'm feeling a little bit better.
Dr. Bazil was shocked. He never saw me walk in unless I was half dead.
Remember we talked about that last week. Yeah.
I went ahead of it this time, and I don't regret it. I feel pretty good.
Well,
what you want to do?
We want our sponsors.
Oh,
they
we have
make
sponsors?
all
I don't know
this
we had
foolishness
sponsors.
here.
Let's go. Let's go with Piggly Wiggly right out the gate, man. It's going to be a nice weekend. The weather's going to clear. It's cool outside. You know, we're filming this on Wednesday. The little cold front has just kind of blown through. The rain just happened. It's going to clear for the weekend. You can barbecue, get your boneless pork chops from Piggly Wiggly, get your certified Angus ground chuck at Piggly Wiggly, both on sale under $3 a pound. Shrimp, they've got shrimp there. They've got ground turkey if you're trying to do something a little bit more health conscious, a little less fat in it. Go by and see them. They got locations, 2 in Opelousas, 1 in beautiful downtown Simsport. The pig knows best. And let's go with one more.
While we're on groceries and all of that, Chuck Wood, who's the GM, general manager of Delta Media radio stations and television stations.
Parent company of KDCG.
That's correct. He was giving us some advice. We have some donuts here. Y'all can probably see the box right here of donuts. And I'll get to that in a little while. But I offered Chuck one, and what he said about he's on
a no-wheat diet.
No-wheat diet.
That's what he says.
And I always thought that's what you ate was wheat bread. I mean, they'll offer you white bread or wheat bread. Maybe wheat bread is a little bit better than that, but according to him, he's not eating it, and he's lost weight, and his stomach has shrunk.
That's what he said.
And that's important. That's not easy to do. So, Chuck, thanks for the info, but I'm going to keep eating my donut now and then. Now, I can't eat too much sweets, because then that's another problem you have to be concerned about is sugar. Sure. But anyhow, get the other sponsor, then we'll come back to the donuts.
All right, I'll do that. How about let's go to Steamboat Warehouse while we're eating. Get mom away from the smell of her own cooking. Go to Steamboat Warehouse in beautiful downtown Washington, the old historic building built in the 1820s, made out of cypress and brick. Beautiful place. Chef owner Jason Hughey's got all that great seafood, all those great steaks. Just down there a couple of weeks ago, my kids went down for the prom, and I went stalk them while they were having fun eating at the prom. Stalking them. I sat in the bar and waited with the camera to take their pictures out on the deck afterwards. But beautiful place, great atmosphere, place to bring your honey. Go by the Steamboat Warehouse.
It's kind of dangerous to use that word stalking.
Follow my kid.
Yeah, okay, all right. And talking about the prom and the graduations coming up in about, some have already started. In fact, I have a story to talk about in a few minutes.
Friday's OC, next week's OHS.
South Louisiana Community College graduated last week. There's a nice ad, don't let prom or graduation end in tragedy. And of course, this is Don't Drink and Drive, Earl Taylor, District Attorney, St. Landry Parish. We are, of course, talking each week now about the seat belt. And the seat belt, used to be, I think it was Toyota had it, when you start your car, the seat belt would come across. And for some reason, that didn't last. But something like that is almost necessary, because here we are seeing so many people killed. Now, the little schoolgirl, she was a sophomore from Opelousas, on the way to school, Beauchamp High School. Apparently, she was just Miss Popular. Just everybody loved her.
Basketball player, active in everything.
Everything. If something moved at that school, she was part of it. And on the way to school, don't know what happened, but she lost control momentarily. She overreacted, like most of the time. When you run over on the right, you end up cutting hard, and you get on the left, and a school bus. And fortunately, there were no children in the school bus, because they haven't gotten to seat belts yet. Again, we're talking about seat belts. You would think that after all of these years and all of these accidents, school bus companies would manufacture them and have it as part of the unit. And I still don't understand how that's slipped by all these years, and all the children that have gotten injured and crippled and killed. But anyhow, we see accident after accident happening. This young girl, don't think it would have prevented her possible death, but she didn't have a seatbelt on. So all of us, including me, now I'm checking my seatbelt when I go to drive out the driveway of my house. If I don't have it on, I stop my car and I slip it on. I'm trying to form the habit, because old timers like us, we didn't believe in that. But I'm a firm believer, especially with now in the accident, shortly after the article starts, they comment whether there were people that got injured seriously or killed. They'll mention whether or not they were wearing the seatbelt. So please, you're going to hear me, but I'm not going to stop yet. I'm going to try to do this at least once each week. Please, let's all of us make this holiday. I call it a holiday. It's not a holiday. These graduation and these proms taking place, and the parties that are held before the graduation, after the graduation, let's all be careful, please.
How about this? Find your T-shirt. Knights of Columbus Blood Drive. The annual blood drive is coming. And our friend Mr. Herschel Walker dropped us a note in a T-shirt again. That's this Sunday, May 18th.
Herschel Leger.
Herschel Leger. Was that Herschel Walker? Oh, well, he runs fast too. Mr. Herschel Leger runs just as fast as Herschel Walker.
Now, where's the ad? You didn't.
Oh, I got the ad too, huh? Man, I did more than that. He got extra advertising. How about this? Show the ad too. Our Lady Queen of Angels Blood Drive, Sunday, May 18th, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the Bloodmobile. And Mr. Herschel wrote on the poster, thanks, Bobby and Andrew. It's United Blood Services that's going to be helping. If you want to, you can fill out the health history questionnaire online to have that all ready to turn in to do it quick. And they're going to give you a sling bag, I think, or a T-shirt and a free cholesterol test. So go by and help out.
That's probably $100 if you go to get that test.
The Knights of Columbus, or at least, so I think mine cost me maybe more than, by the time you do the visit and everything, it's more than $100. So go by. Mr. Herschel, thanks so much for hunting me down to make sure we got the info. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And
what else are we going to talk about?
Well, we have Let's talk about the donut place
Go
here.
ahead, then.
Yesterday, that would have been Tuesday, I had lunch over at Kelly's Diner on South Union Street, and had a visit with Kelly and Elaine, husband and wife, owners, and he asked me if I had heard about the new donut shop that had opened in his little
Shopping mall.
Shopping mall.
I guess he's
shopping center.
You got a whole little shopping
That's
center.
correct. So he had a donut shop there, but they had moved out. I think, I can't think of the guy's name. I know him well.
Right.
Had decided to get out of that business. That's a tough business. That's early in the morning. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you've got to start to make these so you can be ready to start selling them at 6 o'clock in the morning. So anyhow, I said, no, I didn't hear that. So this morning before coming to the studio here, I swung by Kelly's, and he and his daughter Cindy, and I have a picture to prove it. Let's go. And that's Breeze Donuts. And that's a picture of Kelly and his daughter Cindy being served donuts by these two young ladies who are from California. Their parents and grandparents are from Cambodia and Taiwan. And they, of course, I think were born in the United States citizens. This particular family has a donut shop in Crowley and one in Rain, and they go as Donut Queen is the name of those. This one, they call it Breeze. I guess that's, I'm not sure what that stands for. I should have asked the young lady, but I was kind of hurrying because I needed to get here with you to start taping the program Wednesday morning. And of course, like I said, this is on South Union Street in the same building where you can get Kelly's Country Meat Block for all of your Cajun style meats and others, and
Kelly's Diner
and
next
then
door.
Kelly's Diner next door, and then the Pizza Shack and the young ladies who do the hair from Crotch Springs, Louisiana. Anyhow, oh no, he made a real nice little mall, shopping mall there. And these two young ladies, the one on the left is Devon, and the one on the right is
Teroth. Is that what it is?
Teroth, right, Teroth. Now, that's the spelling that they gave that I can pronounce it. That's,
right, they would write it a little different, I'm
if
sure.
you write it different, now I didn't even get to the last name. It's even more difficult for
It wasn't Cajun. It wasn't Cajun.
Not Cajun, but the donuts.
The donuts are very Cajun.
Very, very Cajun.
Nice and glazed.
Nice and glazed.
Man, if I,
And whoa, we ate most of them already.
I think it must be.
I mean, nice and large, and freshly made.
I'm impressed.
This morning.
They tasted good to me.
And they tasted good. Thank y'all very much. And they're pretty sharp. I went to pay for it. They said, no, you're doing advertising for us. We appreciate it.
What a deal.
You know, and not many of them think about that.
That's correct. But what I'm thinking about is a 1 minute break to let our advertisers help support us. So we'll see you folks on the other side in 1 minute.
1 minute.